악에 대한 심판을 지금 여기에서 집행한다.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Sega and welcome back to another episode of Loro Hero. Today we're gonna check out Light Johan and Fire Johan. So let's start with the pretty boy with Light Johan. Light Johan is a warrior class. I think in the case of Light Johan you can make two versions of him. Option 1, controlling off tank. It can be used as a control tank using his first skill to provoke and his second skill to reduce the attack power, getting a lot of speed, and with his ultimate it can increase his defense and his attack power even more. With defense attribute it can do a decent damage. And option 2, he could beat a counter damage using your revenge set and betting on the counter attack with a lot of damage and critical damage. Can be a very good offensive element, but he can be easily replaceable over the time. His stats. The best stats to focus on are defense and attack. Warriors in general are dual in defense and attack, so you should focus on it. Skills. We must always use her first skill to provoke the bosses or the enemy, or in PvP to provoke the enemy striker, if that's your strategy. We can use his second skill to reduce the attack power, but it's not important. The good thing is that you can do damage to the whole enemy team, and it can be a decent damage. His ultimate, I would recommend it that you use it and duo with a striker, so we can put the defense buff and attack buff on the process. Light Johan is a decent warrior, but very easy replaced with other heroes who can offer us better benefits in the end. About his sets, for warriors there's only one set, Vengeance, with a 45% of counter attack, which does not benefit much, but when his set is activated it has very good critics. You could use another type of set, but in the end, there's none that benefits him at all. So try to use 6 pieces of the revenge set. Each set has 15% chance of counter attack, so in total is 45%. They can be combined with the frenzy set to have more critical damage. In that case, you will only have 50% counter attack. I recommend frenzy set because his critical hit damage is high, so you only need to have a lot of critical hit rate, and if you have over 100, the critical hit is secure, so you will do a lot more damage with the critical hit damage. Try to have 2 pieces with attack and 2 pieces of defense. Rings and necklace, speed and critical damage. Optional sets could be defense set and frenzy sets. In PvP, thanks to his basic skill and good speed, Johan Light can be used in the arena to provoke enemy, but it's not common to see him. I don't have Fire Johan, but I believe he's a good choice if you want to recruit him. Fire Johan is the cleric who does not heal. A combat cleric that, from my point of view, only serves to farm and in a special team for the Colosseum. His skill are critical base to work, so the main thing is to increase his critical rate and attack. It is like a support. He's not in the battleground to do damage or heal allies. He could play the support role, help a little with damage and a little with the healing. The problem is that there is no real benefits from him, not even above increase some attributes to our allies. A good option, but being a premium hero is not essential. The best stats to focus on is critical rate and attack because his skills depends of critical. We will start with his second skill because his basic skill depends on it. His second skill attacks all enemies and has a 50% increase of critical rate and critical damage for 2 turns. If the attack is a critical hit, he could heal his values. His first skill grants the health regeneration buff, and if the hit is a critical hit, he grants the same buff to an ally with the lowest health percent for 2 turns. His ultimate increases the attack power, and if is a critical hit, it increases double for 1 turn. While it's active, Johan does not fall environment for more damage that he receives. So this one is like a special ultimate. What set you should use? 4 pieces of healing, the Clary set, which heals the lowest health ally for 50% at the start of the turn, and 2 sets of the precision set that increase his critical rate. Optional sets could be defense set and precision set. In PvP, he has high speed, and if we manage to get him some speed, he can use his ultimate to counter some damage and do damage in the same process without losing life. Now we're gonna check some fights with Light Johan.
出陣せよ。
少し耳を澄ませてください。
息の根を止めてやる。全員引け。
少し耳を澄ませてください。援護をお願いします。競争します。
あとは頼む。
競争します。皆さんのための演奏をどうか聞いてください。この気持ちが響きますように。
明鏡止水。
援護。皆さんのための演奏をどうか聞いてください。この気持ちが響きますように。
君運が悪いね。生まれた地に返してやる。
皆さんのための演奏をどうか聞いてください。この気持ちが響きますように。
地獄の扉が開いた。消えろ。手伝え。弱いやつは引け。今この場所で裁きを執行する。
僕が皆さん油断は禁物です。はあ、
とどめよ。今回だけだ。
失敗。
が過ぎる。アバロンに栄光あらぬことを。